Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you have a great day today. The honorable jury, teachers and all my friends, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zalwa Pagala, and today I'm going to tell you a story about deer and kulaman. So, don't go anywhere because I'm going to tell you this story in detail. Let's start the story with once upon a time, in a forest in the Aru Islands, there lived a group of animals. They lived side by side in harmony and peace. However, recently something has been bothering them, namely the pride of a group of deer, who feel themselves as the greatest animal just because they are able to run fast. At that time, there was no other animal that could match their speed. Day by day, their arrogance is getting worse. They kept on inviting other animals to run and taunt them. Over time, they also become greedy. They are not only challenge other animals to run races, they also confiscate the dwellings of the animals who lost the race. Finally, the other animals have no place to live. Instead, the deer become the rulers of the forest. Meanwhile, not far from the forest, on the edge of our islands, there lived a group of sea slugs. The place where they live is beautiful and the air is still fresh. Although there are quite a lot of sea slugs living there, they are wild flags. The group of deer who know the territories want to rule it. As usual, the deer leader intends to invite the sea slugs to race against him. Inwardly he laughed. "Those just work very slowly. I'll beat them easily," he thought. Then he met the leader of sea snail named Kulaman. Unexpectedly, Kulaman accepted the challenge. "Okay, if that's what you want, you will win. Take our territories," Kulaman replied firmly. Actually, the deer was surprised to hear Kulaman's answer, but he laughed inwardly. "Ha ha ha! Really clueless! Or dare to risk his territory! We'll see you tomorrow." The deer don't know. Although sea slugs run very slowly, they have a clever mind. The next day, the deer leader was ready at the match venue. The other deer joined to cheer. Kulaman came along. No friends to accompany him. "Hey, where are your friends?" asked the deer in surprise. "That's not important. The important thing is to defeat me and this territory will be yours," replied Kulaman casually. Secretly, Kulaman had set a strategy. He actually brought 10 of his friends, but they went into hiding to listen to the rules of the game. After hearing everything, the 10 sea slugs put themselves at the designated resting place. "Ready? 1, 2, 3, run!" One of the deer shouted on cue. The deer ran leisurely. He thought, "Why hurry? After all, sea slugs run very slowly." Kulaman ran quietly. The deer mocked him. "Just give up. Instead of wasting your energy, you can't win." Kulaman just smiled. Then the deer galloped away from him. Unknowingly, the deer have arrived at the first stop. He looked back and smiled. "Surely, it's never still far behind." "Who said I was still behind?" Suddenly heard Kulaman's answer. Actually, it was not Kulaman, but his friends who was waiting at the first stop. The deer was shocked to death. He wondered how Kulaman could get ahead of him. Not wanting to lose, he dashed off towards the second stop. "Ha ha! This time he must lose," mocked the deer. Looking back again, but what happened? Suddenly, Kulaman was already walking in front of him and headed to the third stop. "I'm in front of you, dear!" shouted Kulama. The deer was surprised. He ran again as fast as possible. He didn't want to lose to Kulama. But every time he arrived at the stop, Kulama was always in front of him. Finally, the deer had arrived at the last stop. His eyes widened when he saw Kulama was waiting for him there. Excited, the deer fell down. He was embarrassed, especially since the other animals also witnessed the match. They laughed mockingly at the deer. "Hey, arrogant deer! Now you realize that you are not the fastest animal. This slow snail is actually faster than you!" The deer was very embarrassed. Apparently he was not the greatest animal. Likewise with his friends, they are no longer arrogant. They even returned territories taken from other animals. Since then, the situation in the forest was peaceful again as before. Surely, an animal before could no secret to the deer. Well, I think that's enough for me. But before I end the story, I will convey a moral message in the story. Anyone who is arrogant will not be liked by his friends. After all, no matter how great a person is, there must be someone who is greater than him from the other side. Having the gift of God, we shall be grateful and not to be arrogant. And that is the end of my story. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.